morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and every one of you watching me today. Thank you for joining. Straight to the subject matter of today. The condition for the release of Nnamdi Kanu is finally out. According to Bwala, it's not that Bola Tinubu doesn't want to release Nnamdi Kanu, but the issue here is that Nnamdi Kanu has failed to abide by the rules and regulations, the conditions they gave him. That is why they never opened the prison door, the DSS door for him. Bwala said the reason why all these people begging for Nnamdi Kanu release, you have seen Benjamin Carlo, some other people have come begging or asking or like doing all sorts for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. That why the presidency or the government of Nigeria have not listened to all these people is because Nnamdi Kanu never signed waiting the as a main sign. And what is that? Number one, he must denounce Biafra. Number two, he must stop agitating for Biafra. Number three, he must remove every cloth of Biafra from his head down to toe. Polo of Biafra, face cap of Biafra, trouser of Biafra, shoe of Biafra, stockings of Biafra, muffler of Biafra, anything concerning Biafra, he must denounce. And not just that, that Nnamdi Kanu must publicly ask for forgiveness. He must say that he is now a born again. And the federal government of Nigeria must see that truly, Nnamdi Kanu is now born again. It did not end there. They say releasing Nnamdi Kanu is not a big deal for them. But the thing is that whenever they see people begging for his release, it makes them not to be happy because the person you are begging for his release doesn't even want to follow the condition they gave him in DSS. That if Nnamdi Kanu truly want to be out of DSS custody, he knows what he's supposed to do. They have reached out to him. For him to be born again is a simple thing, but he is adamant. He's still stubborn, standing where he stands. He say he can never denounce Biafra. That why will you people outside be asking for Nnamdi Kanu release? Meanwhile, he is inside DSS custody, proving stubborn, saying why they never release him. That Bola Tinubu said he doesn't want anybody that will, in his government, be saying that they want to succeed, they want to disintegration of Nigeria. That thing does not make any sense because they are one united Nigeria. And in one united Nigeria is where they stand. So they want Nnamdi Kanu to show them, to prove to them that he is really ready to come out of DSS custody by publicly saying that he is no longer interested in any issue that concerns Biafra. That before Nnamdi Kanu will be released, we are talking about the conditions and rules and regulations they gave Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody before they will open the prison door for him. That they will have to bring Bible and Quran with Agu or Honogu. That Nnamdi Kanu will have to swear on top of Bible. That I, Nnamdi Kanu, on this very day, maybe let me give instance, 10th of February or March 2025, I denounce Biafra. That I put my hand on top of this Bible. That I will, after today, I will never talk about Biafra again. And I will tell my people, my Igbo people, brothers and sisters, they should stop talking about Biafra. I'm going to show you the video, please. I want you to be patient. I just want to give you like a background or a summary of kind of what you're about to watch. 2, that they are going to bring Quran. Nnamdi Kanu will place his hand on top of Quran and swear on top of this Quran that Nnamdi Kanu, Oku Kanu of Umuahia, Afaribeku, I denounce today that I will never talk about Biafra again because I have seen that talking about Biafra is making Nigeria not to be growing economically. So I will have to stop talking about Biafra today on top of this. With this Quran, I put my hand on top. They will now bring Agu for him, or Honogu, Agu, Eman Agu. And in front of Nnamdi Kanu is Agu. Nnamdi Kanu will now swear with the Agu that I, Nnamdi Kanu, looking at this Agu, this is our Agu of Ndenanaiha, I have denounced Biafra today. I will not talk about Biafra again. And also, that Nnamdi Kanu is not expected to start, complaining about how come we are not Biafra. You don't want to give us Biafra. You don't want to give us Igbo presidency. Seaport, everything you have, you keep it in the West. And our place is nothing to write home about. Say all those things that he always talk about, injustice and marginalization of Ndibo, that he will have to remove it like cloth and pour it on the ground. That he will have to accept anything that come with Nigeria. If they tell him to stand, he will stand. If they tell Ndibo to move, he will move. That he will also address Ndibo that the whole of Igbo race, please, I am no longer agitating for Biafra. All man on your own. Anything we wanna see for Nigeria, may wanna take. I am as Nnamdi Kanu, as I have denounced Biafra in DSS custody. I'm also denouncing Biafra in front of you people. And I am not a fully born again Christian. I am fully born again. Everything that I have done in the past, please, I want you people to forgive me and forget. Let us move ahead and let us forge ahead. So, Daniel Bwala said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must denounce Biafra, must stop agitating for Biafra, must stop saying that Ndibo are being marginalized in Nigeria. If we reach presidency, Ndibo is not good to be presidency. We turn to minority in Nigeria, where we are the biggest population in Nigeria, because there is nowhere you go in Nigeria you don't see us there. So that Nnamdi Kanu will just calm down and forget about everything. Let those people that say that them be the Ogabata for Nigeria, let them continue deciding what will happen in Nigeria. That is the only condition. Nnamdi Kanu will obey, and you will watch DSS custody. They will open it, and he will walk out of the cell. And they will not just release him from DSS custody. They will have to watch him after the signing of paper and denouncing. They will watch him that he has truly changed. Then they can open the DSS for him to be free and go and unite with his family. No more Biafra, no more Igbo presidency, no more agitation, no more marginalization of Ndibo. As soon as you want to say, more take him like that. Daniel Bwala.
Just look at it this way. As the father of a nation, Mr. President is the father of a nation. Several senior Nigerian citizens, elder statesmen have come out to appeal and said, you know, we can guarantee good behavior and conduct of this individual. Looking at the insecurity situation in the Southeast, some have said, if you release this man, it would lead to peace, and those that have been committing criminality, hiding under IPOB, will be exposed. Is it not time we look at alternative dispute mechanisms to deal with this situation? Is it something the president might consider?
So everything in life begins with the person. Like, for example, are you a Christian?
Yes.
So there are people, they call them born again, right? Do you know how they became born again? They acknowledge their sins. They repented. They are forgiven. Their sins are forgiven, and then they become born again. Unless there is acknowledgement by the person in question, I am denouncing this. I want peace. She talked about the de-radicalization. Then government can intervene. You cannot sit where you sit holding that thought and position that is criminal, and then your uncle, your sister, your brothers are pleading with government to say, bypass all protocol and forgive. First of all, our judicial system, Nnamdi will have to have gone through the judicial process and be convicted before the president can exercise the order.
So, but there's still the presumption of innocence. He can't admit to what hasn't been officially said is a crime.
So if you don't admit, run through the process. You see, this the radicalization we talked about, they were not yet charged to court. Some of them while in court. It's acknowledgement. If you don't want to acknowledge, what's the basis of saying, I want to free him? Because some people say, if you free him, we'll handle him.
So,
what I'm trying to say is, Nnamdi Kanu is not different from another average Nigerian. The press who emphasize on the right of the ordinary man, and when they ask government, they keep saying ordinary man, ordinary. You must talk about the real problem of ordinary people, rather than certain individuals that are the symbol of catchphrase and buzzwords. Somebody has to acknowledge his wrong and said, I want peace with government. I want to renounce what I'm saying. And then you can say, okay, there is evidence cogent to say that this person wants to live his own ways.
So, in essence, I think the summary of what we're saying is that there's going to, the government, the Nnamdi Kanu is going to be detained, and that the presidency will not at any point step into the arena.
The villa is not a police station. The president is not a prosecutor. He's the president of Nigeria, tasked with responsibility to govern Nigeria. Law enforcement will carry out their work, and then people in government will carry out their work. I want to beg the Nigerian media to not choose certain individuals and treat them as more special than other individuals with the disproportionate application of principles. The ordinary man, when it comes to hunger, it is good for the optics to talk about them. When it comes to criminal justice system, you isolate certain individual. It's just like, let's say, corrupt people. Maybe there's a corrupt politician that's been in charge. There's some people who say, leave him. Meanwhile, the other people can be in detention. I made the point clear to you here. For de-radicalization to take place, there has to be acknowledgement and departure from your old ways.
We get your message, sir.
Thank you.
But that message, we don't know if it's for us. The message also should also be back. We have message.
No, it's actually Moses to you to tell them, because they told you and you asked me.
Yes, but we're also giving the message that we get from the people back to the government.
To the presidency.
Which is
The presidency is that what we hear and the pulse we're getting from them is that we need to see the government cutting down on the cost of
that
government.
We discussed that for sure.
We're not seeing that.
Effective communication of government policies, because there's a...
Why am I here?
Yes.
Only yesterday and today, I have granted interview. How many? We did podcasts, we did TV and all the places. What am I doing? I flew from Abuja. Communication. That's what I do. When the tax thing came, 32 interviews within 2 weeks.
Right.
We would always, and you're free anytime to call us.
We are going to call you back because we have a particular conversation that we'd love to have with you, Mr. Bwala. Thank you for your time.
Daniel Bwala, you said Nnamdi Kanu must confess his sins, denounce Biafra, and promise not to go back to his old ways. What sins, if I may ask? And I was expecting this journalist to ask you, but your court once discharged and acquitted him. Are you not a lawyer? What happened to that discharge and acquitted? But as expected, Nigeria journalists will do what they are called Nigeria journalists. They did not ask you that question. They allowed you to continue running your mouth like a tap. Daniel Bwala, you want Nnamdi Kanu to denounce Biafra, stop agitating, and these are the conditions you people must have given him there, and saying that he will not continue in this way. This is not a good way. This path does not lead to anything. Let me go back. That is what you want Nnamdi Kanu to say. Nnamdi Kanu is not you. Nnamdi Kanu no be you. I know that if you were Nnamdi Kanu by now, you for don't collect even 500,000. Tell them I beg, open door, my come out. So heat is too much inside here. But have you now seen the difference between a man and a man? That you are a man, Daniel Bwala, carrying something under your leg does not make you a full man. Daniel Bwala, that you are a man and there is something under your leg dangling, that does not make you a man. There is more. There is more to a man than what you call a man. And I'm happy that you can see for yourself that a man is inside DSS custody. Of a truth, we want him to be released. We feel he has suffered so much inside DSS custody. But because, like the conditions you are given is not only condescending, it is insulting, and you are not even ashamed of yourself to say that he should denounce his freedom, his fundamental human right to agitate, ask for a referendum. That is within his rights. To say, I want to be in Nigeria, or I no longer want to be in Nigeria. And it baffles me to even imagine that you are a lawyer seated in the studio and like vomiting this trash from your mouth. Daniel Bwala, let me repeat myself. That you have that manhood under your leg that is dangling like a bell. That does not make you a man. The real man is that man inside DSS custody, that you have brought all those conditions, brought papers, force him. This is 3 years, like this is 4 years. In a few months' time, Nnamdi Kanu will be 4 years, 4 consecutive years inside DSS custody. And like you are not saying him for him to bend in a problem. But you are in PDP. You castigated Bwala Tinubu. You called him all sort of name. You said even if you give Bwala Tinubu 30 years, that Tinubu can never make any change in Nigeria. After everything, you called him all manner of name. There is nothing you did not say about Tinubu in particular. You still went back to that APC that you once denigrated. And now you are with them. You have no other option. You just have to. Because you are looking for how you are going to survive. Nnamdi Kanu is not looking for survival. Daniel Bwala, you are looking for how to survive. Nnamdi Kanu is not looking for how to survive. He's fighting for his people. You are searching for crumbs. Nnamdi Kanu cannot search for crumbs. Now, why you search the crumbs, reach Asurok? The same people where you insult, now the same people where you lick their axe. Have you seen that there is a difference between a man and a man? Since that Nnamdi Kanu waited for DSS custody, if not you, by now, he will be crying, shouting, begging. He will even beg Tinubu that he will work for him. If you are Nnamdi Kanu by now, Dane Bwala, you for the beg Tinubu, I beg, man, they wash your clothes, man, they swim for you, I will serve you. But have you seen that Nnamdi Kanu is not willing and ready to serve anybody? He's your fellow man. Oh, the same way when you say you be man, carry every ingredient of a man. Now the same thing when Nnamdi carry. The difference is that you are a axe licker while he is not. We want him to be released, but we don't want him to insult himself because he wants to be free from the hands of vultures. We want him to be released, but we don't want him to come to your level. Your level is too low. Your level, you're there for the level of Reno Omokri and all those other APC, terrorist criminal urchins. Nnamdi Kanu, whenever you want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu, where they place Nnamdi Kanu as of today is where Nelson Mandela Day. Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, Steve Biko, like all those people you know that fought for their people, all those revolutionaries. These are the place. Now where you go place Nnamdi Kanu. Look at him now. When it comes to intelligence, he has everything. There is nothing he doesn't have. Beauty, handsome. He's a very handsome man. Nnamdi Kanu no go stand, you go stand. Now you were one now. See your teeth now. Your teeth brown. Very dirty and smelling teeth that you even have to go upon all the things that you try to wash your teeth. He's still smelling. People can attest that your teeth is still smelling. And very brown and irritating. Your teeth. But Nnamdi Kanu there for DSS. Every time you come out, you know they see him. How fresh and how fresh he look. Smelling nice. Do you need anybody to tell you? Upon the one cloth where I give him more, but he still appear neat more than you. Bwala. Now on a day outside, but Nnamdi Kanu there for DSS, but now on a day suffer. Nnamdi Kanu there for DSS, but now on a day shrink. Look at you. See how because of food, because of anywhere below face, you don't shrink. You were they interview you for Arise TV the other time. They were asking you a question. How come you insulted APC? Now you are in APC. Because of you don't know how to answer the question. You were scared. You asked them to off camera. I watch you on Arise. Rufa Yoseni was asking you a question. You asked them to off the camera and you enter latrine. You were purging. You cannot answer the question. You were ashamed of yourself because after insulting the government of APC, you went back to your vomits because you are lazy. Nnamdi Kanu is not you. He is a freedom fighter. You are an axe licker. Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter. You are an axe licker, a crumbs chaser. You chase crumbs. You are not there for the same level. You're not there for the same level with him. When Nelson Mandela, them like all those people, men, we get level. You don't get levels now. You have no levels. The only thing that make you a man is that bell. That bell where they in between your legs. That thing that always don't go na kumbremba. Oh, go China. That is the only thing that make you a man. See a man where they for DSS custody 4 good years. Oh, yeah, denounce Biafra. Una don't present Bible, present Bible, present Quran, everything we present, including cash, billions of dollars. I know now they don't present plenty money. He said he doesn't want anyone. You only 500,000. You will tell the police open the door. Let me go. Let me receive fresh air. Just 500,000 naira. Then Bwala, you are willing to open the DSS custody. The 500,000 no change, but you open door. I beg, my come on, open. I beg. If you have 50,000, give me our set. Then Bwala, even with 50,000 naira, you will accept if you are the one in DSS custody. You will tell them to open DSS custody for you. You see, you are ready to succumb. You are willing to come down. You are willing to do anything for them. But Nnamdi Kanu cannot. You see, say, we are not there for the same level. Come on, shut up your mouth. You are a child. Shut up your mouth. Shut up that dirty teeth. This is a man. When this is a matter of adults. We never reach for the time where we'll go call crumb eaters. Anytime we will start looking for people that eat crumbs, people that lick people ass, then lick your ass, and the people that do all manner of things just to feed. Now that time we'll go call you. Now this is a time of men. This is a matter that concerns men, reasonable men that fight for something, men that fight for the right of millions of people, not you. You never reach your time. Now the place, anytime where you reach for, oh yeah, who go come wash this plate? Who go come eat this bone? Why remain for this plate? Now that time they go call you. You're a beggar. You have no integrity. That is when they will call you and Reno Omokri. When the Nnamdi Kanu matter no consign you, I beg. He big pass you. That matter big pass you. No chook your head. Okay, no chook your head for Nnamdi Kanu matter. Just close your mouth. You want an educated man. We want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, and you want him to come to the level of begging Tinubu when no go school. A man that went to school. Yes, I know when it comes to politics, you people might have leverage. Yes, but that's why we are begging our people. Chook your head for politics. Let's, like some group of people that you are more better than, let them stop determining how you will live your life, defining your life. Because right now, the people we are much better than, they are the ones defining, yes, our lives, because they're there for us to rock. You don't want them to be Igbo president. You don't want to get them to get Biafra. You don't want them to get anything. You want them to remain your slave. And you know it's not possible. An average Igbo man would rather buy than be your slave. An average Igbo man, you know now. So Nnamdi Kanu is not your mate. And as of today, Nnamdi Kanu cannot beg anybody, cannot sign that he doesn't want Biafra. You know they fear. Daniel Bwala, you don't get liver. You know they fear again. You are like you, this little boy. You don't know your elders. You don't know your elders. So Nnamdi Kanu na sir, you could answer him like you will be answering him sir when he talk. He will come and apologize to you people and do what? Say he doesn't want again. He will stop agitating for Biafra. For who? For you people? Ha. Come Odogu, you are your slave because come and marry the Odogu. How can a Odogu come and beg? You know they see yourself. You know they even see. Oh, it's well. Sorry, but Nnamdi Kanu can never stop agitating for Biafra. That is his right, except he choose to stop. It is his decision, not your decision, not even Tinubu decision. That decision personal. It passed the whole of Nigeria. That is it. Denouncing Biafra and going back to whatever, my food. Rubbish. Thank you for watching.